This is going to be one of those I feel stupid projects. The LED replacement actually worked pretty good. You can see here I took all the little capture pegs out. That all worked. I got the LED strips out. That all worked. I was able to clip them back in. That all worked once we get to that point. See, they're all out. And vacuumed up all the gunk. Got them out. Got the new ones. Unwrapped the tape. We installed them. Had to flip that one around. Got it all plugged in. Put all the little clips back in. Had to tweak them so that they fit better. Got those back in. Make sure that was all set. Put the other pieces back in. Get those lined up. That part worked. Clean that off. That part worked. And here's where I screwed up. There's this inner limb. It goes on one way. I put it on backwards. That means that later, when I tried to crimp it closed, I screwed up the LCD panel, the wiring harness for that, which really annoys me. But you live and learn. The good news is, the LED panel worked, as you'll see. So I took this apart many times in the course of this process, and yeah, that's the way it goes. Well, good news, bad news on the TV repair. The good news is the lights look like they work. The bad news is after that first little bit where the screen was on, the screen has not come back on. Well, I figured out for sure what I screwed up. The frame is much more correctly snapped in now because there are two parts to this bezel edge. The outside part and the inside part. The inside part has a defined top and bottom, similar to the outside part that has Samsung on. Well, I had it initially upside down. The problem with upside down, the clips and things that are supposed to snap in at the top end up poking the heck out of the computer ribbons for the data and such to the LCD on the bottom. So yeah, when it worked initially, I hadn't had this held tight and pulled tight very much. I just had it on, and after I tried to push it and get it all adjusted, that managed to dent and screw up multiples of the ribbons for that. And the LCD, which is directly attached to that, which doesn't come off of that, that's like $300 some as a replacement. That's not worth changing. So, moral of the story is, if you do this fix, if you do this, it is possible. I did get the LED successfully attached and replaced. That went fine. But be very careful, unlike what I did, and putting the bezel back so that you don't crimp and screw up your LCD or LED panel, or no, it's I guess LCD. The LCD ribbons. Don't screw that up. And then you should have working TV, like I did initially until I pushed harder. So, oh well, live and learn. Now I get to figure out if I want to just try and sell the working, because I'm not going to return the LEDs to the company. That they did work, so they provided me stuff that worked. Just because I screwed something else up, I don't think that's fair to try and return it. But yeah, maybe since those are working, maybe I'll try and sell some of the parts on eBay. Who knows? The other parts work. It's just that I screwed up the panel. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But don't do what I did. Put it back together correctly and be very careful before you crimp the edges and attach the edges. Don't screw up the LCD ribbons. So, oh well.